Hey, this is Jake. Just wanted to do a little quick YouTube video about our experience at Conn's Electronics in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We went there in hopes of finding some new furniture, and we did find it, and we are absolutely in love with what we bought. But unfortunately, our experience at Conn's has made the whole entire experience a very, very sour one. And I wanted to put this video together to hopefully warn people about Conn's Electronics and the fact that their name Conn's is very ironic, and that it actually, in my opinion, does mean that they're conning people. We went there and found awesome furniture, very excited about it. We went ahead and did furniture, an entertainment center, and also a very, very expensive home theater system. We bought it all at the same time, and we signed the paperwork with delivery supposedly in a few days from then. So we went home all excited about it, got everything prepared, got rid of our old furniture, threw it out. So we had nothing in our living room waiting for the new furniture to arrive. And of course, a day after we buy the furniture, I get a phone call stating that they forgot to charge us for a couple pieces of the furniture, and so that would need to be added to the total. Even though they originally said it was part of the set that we bought, it wasn't apparently, and so we got charged additional money. And the recliner that they told us they had in stock when we bought it was apparently not in stock, and they only had one or two left, and it very well could be a couple months before we would get that recliner in. Now, I'm proud to say and excited to say that it only took about a week to actually get that recliner in, but they originally told us a certain delivery date on all the furniture. That was a lie. It was not delivered on time, and then we were told another date, then it didn't show up then as well, and then we were told another date, and we were called, and the furniture was going to be at our house in 5 minutes, and I happened to be across town, but they called and said it was going to be there, so I rushed home to get there. Now, the delivery guys were really good. They did a great job. Was very impressed with those guys, but the electronics store overall is very bad. So we got all the furniture in except the recliner, of course. I got everything hooked up with the surround sound. Loved it, except we were having some issues with some popping in a couple of the back speakers, but we thought, well, we'll just wait, see if maybe that works itself out. So we continued to work with it. About a week later, we finally got the recliner in, but we were still having issues with the surround sound system. It was no longer connecting to the internet or allowing us to connect Bluetooth like it's supposed to, and it was the picture through the HDMI connection in the back was faulty, and the salesman came out and actually had to rest the HDMI cable on something else to keep it in place on the back of our new, very expensive home theater system to make sure that the picture stayed clear. So anyway, after that happened, I went and decided to make a first payment. Payment wasn't due for about 30 days, but I decided to go ahead and make a first payment, and went online and made that first payment, and went back to check a couple days later, and it had gone through. Then I guess about a week ago, I decided to get on there and try and make another payment, and noticed that there were additional charges to our account. And so I called about that, and they said they didn't know why, but they would get back to me. They never got back to me. I called 3 days later, and it turns out that they have started charging us for a insurance policy on the furniture, because we didn't prove to them that we have homeowners insurance. Now, I understand that there are probably people out there that don't, but we absolutely have homeowners insurance and would have provided it to them in a heartbeat, but they never mentioned that. They never said that they would need it. They just automatically started tacking that on to my balance that I had, and of course that would be added on to the balance we would have to pay off in a year. We would accrue the interest for the entire year. So I finally called back. They advised me that that was what the issue was. They told me how I could fax in the documents to get that removed, and that they would no longer do that. But at the time, I asked them to go ahead and send out a service technician to look at the home theater system. When we bought the home theater system, we bought it with an extended warranty that covered service calls at the house. So I asked to schedule an appointment for that, and they told me that I was that there was not a service representative that was available to come out to the house, and that what I bought didn't cover that. So there was another lie in there. After I found out they were adding money, they were charging me for something I didn't ask for. Now they're lying about service technicians. So I was transferred to another department because I wanted to work this out. They answered the phone, told me I needed to speak to another department, was transferred again, was told I needed to speak to a different department, was transferred one more time. Turns out I was actually connected to the complaints department, and they laughed at me and hung up the phone. So then, of course, in a rage, I called back and asked to speak to the manager, and was told that the manager was not available and one would have to give me a call back. And here we are 24 hours later and still no call from a manager. So we are extremely disappointed with our experience with Cons. We feel like they have tried to slip these charges to by us without being noticed. They are not taking care of their customers. They have lied about multiple things, and they need to do the right thing. So I'm going to post this video anywhere and everywhere that I can, in hopes that people will understand they need to not use Cons or go to Cons. Go anywhere. Go to Walmart. Get your stuff at Walmart before you go to Cons. You will be much better served, and they will treat you better, and hopefully they will at least be honest. But I hope this helps somebody, and it protects you from actually getting screwed over at Cons Electronics anywhere that they have a store. Thank you.